Welcome back to part 2 of this Neon Dynasty Draft. I've had a look at the deck. I haven't really changed anything. I've come up with a name. I've called it Chaos Reigns, and I've had a look at the mana base. It was, let's see, 7 plains. Well, it was 7 white sources, 7 green, 5 black. I've just dropped a plains and added a forest, so because I've realised white has got a Sunblade Samurai in the deck, and I feel like I need that extra forest, so 8 green sources to give me a better chance of casting Commune with Spirits on turn 1. It's a pretty low chance. The mana for this deck is pretty terrible, I would have to say. So I'm expecting to get a few problematic games, but we'll see how we get on. Right, I think we'll just start it because I've had a little break and a cup of coffee, and yeah, now we've only got about 2 hours and 50 minutes left, so we do have less than 20 minutes per game. We'll just get started. So maybe the story there is when you've got the big choice in the draft was between Intercessor's Arrest and a Greater Tanuki, and I was quite deep into pack 2 at that point, and in hindsight I should have taken that Greater Tanuki to fix my mana, because I was already committed to 3 colours. Still, I've got an extra removal spell, I suppose. We'll see if maybe that'll make the difference. We might have some interesting mulligan decisions this game. We'll see how we get on. Oh, well, that's practically perfect for the first game at least. We've got 3 colours of the mana. We only need red for Hidetsugu's ability, so red is... There's 2 red sources, so it's a bonus if we can get a red source and Hidetsugu at the same time. So we've got a 2-drop, a 3-drop, 2 3-drops, and a 4-drop. I think so. We start with a tap land, I think, definitely. Okay, nice. Okay, we've got another tap land there, but we'll do the one with the access to black mana on it. Probably hold on to Narika for a bit longer. Oh, there's... speak of the devil. There's Hidetsugu. Will we find that red mana this game? Interesting. He's actually in exactly the same colours as me. I'm thinking we'll hold on to the archer for maybe a white flyer. We'll just attack as well, see if he gets blown up. He becomes a 3/2 when he attacks, which is quite nice. Yeah, we won't play the tap land. We'll play the forest, and we'll play Golden Tail Disciple, I think. Hold on to this guy, this lady, for a bit later, perhaps. At the very least, we'll wait till something gets blown up. But yeah, on the other hand, we've got to play a tap land next round. So we might play her just for beatdown purposes. Now, what's he going to do? I'm thinking he might enchant a land and make the 4/5 creature, but it will be tapped. That's my prediction. No, he's got Searchlight Companion. He has blockers. Alright, so if we attack with both, the Exemplar does not get his buff. We could just attack with the Disciple, then he doesn't really have a good block. But he's got to double block the exemplar if it attacks, and we have a plan to bring him back if he does die. So I think we just attack with the exemplar and just give him an option. There he goes. He's going to double block it. Oh, or maybe not. No. It's a tricky one. Yeah, he's just let it through. And so I could hold back. I could play a Bamboo Grove Archer. That might be a smart thing to do because he could have a ninjutsu plan. So we'll do that. We'll be a little bit cagey and defensive. We won't reveal our. It means we can delay our plan for another turn with Nariki Yamazaki. What do we have who can trigger it? If trouble is, only a Ganjo exemplar can trigger Yamazaki's ability, other than Yamazaki herself. Now he's doing that, so it's interesting. He's led with an artifact. Oh right, he's got that one. Nice. So we might. That's probably what we'll save Intercessor's Arrest for. Doesn't get that creature for 2 turns. I think we could do Befriending the Moths. We can hold on to Hidetsugu a little bit longer. I'm thinking I'll just send Exemplar over the top. And do 2 attackers like that. Through. It makes sense. Alright, he gets, to discard something. Yeah, he just ramps out an extra land. Something big is going to turn up, because he's hit all his colours of mana. It's a network terminal, so even more ramp. Something huge is going to turn up very soon. It could be, he could do the walking skyscraper next turn, in fact. He has 8 mana available. Whatever, well, oh, Twisted Embrace, nice. What's he blowing up? Oh, the Exemplar. Okay. Right, that can go on. Golden Tail Disciple. Play a land. Shame he is not a warrior. We could reveal our plan with Nariki Yamazaki this turn, I guess. But yeah, I'll play Nariki Yamazaki now. And I'm wondering if he's got the Kami, the green Kami who bounces enchantments, because he could definitely get some value out of that Twisted Embrace. Right, I said Walking Skyscraper was on the cards. 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got enough for it. In fact, he only needs 7 because he has a modified creature. No, it's a Golden Tail Disciple. Oh, with Twisted Embrace. Nice. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, she at least soaked up a removal card. Right, we're thinking Intercessor's Arrest on this guy, because he's going to make an army of creatures if we don't put a stop to it now. Which means I won't have enough mana for Hidetsugu this turn. So let's commune with spirits. We'll see if we can find our red mana source with this. Oh, look at that. Would you just look at that? Rugged Highlands. Right there. He's used 2 removal cards. He's got 1 card left in his hand. But we're going... Yeah. We're going to Intercessor's Arrest this thing, because that is quite a big threat. And no attacks this round. And I'm thinking maybe it's a bit risky. I could sacrifice Bambi Grove Archer to do a scry. Just thinking ahead. I do have 2 black sources, so I can play him and scry the same turn. Oh, Enormous Energy Blade. Wow. What an interesting card. It will tap the creature that equips it. So he's got a huge lifelinker there. Pretty terrifying. Okay. Now, let's see which lands it wants to tap. Okay. So we'll play Hidetsugu. We've got mana up to sacrifice a creature and scry. We'll just keep the land in my hand to keep my opponent guessing. We'll see. Well, we'll see if he's got any more removal. I'm still expecting the green Kami. Once you've got the green Kami and Twisted Embrace in play, yeah, that's another 8 mana combo, and he does have 8 mana. So, but at least I can sacrifice in response. So that's some consolation. I've never seen anyone use the Enormous Energy Blade, but yeah, it works quite nicely with lifelink. His life total's feeling a little bit low, so I can understand him wanting to get a few life points back. So we've got to sort of think how risky is it to just block with 2 things. If he kills 1 thing, he's got 2 cards in hand. He's used quite a bit of removal. I think, and we'll just look at his other abilities. Sometimes I miss something very important. So I think we'll actually block with all 3 of these, and he'll kill 2 of them. and I'll sort of feel okay about that, because he might have something horrendous. The only thing is he's going to take out both my flying blockers, so he gives him a really good plan with the Searchlight Companion. So actually I'll take the Imperial Moth out of the equation. I'll just block with those, and if he has a trick, then yeah, I'm going to lose 2 creatures instead, and his guy will stay alive. So I think, yeah. Good, so he was out of removal. Now he gets to reapply the Energy Blade. Probably, maybe to the Searchlight Companion. He could put it on the Spirit as well, and then force me to trade off something good. Oh, a Gloom Shrieker. Nice, of course. Exactly the card that I have. Okay. And does he have enough to recast it? Yes, he certainly does. So that was, yeah, Twisted Embrace was one of the cards. It's probably the best, maybe the best black common. I didn't see it in my draft, or if it was there, I missed it. So I'm guessing Hidetsugu is not long for this world, so he can always sacrifice himself. But yeah, I was expecting some form of Twisted Embrace recursion, so yeah, this way works as well. Oh, very nice. Okay, so we'll just resolve that, and what's going to happen to Hidetsugu? He's going to sacrifice himself. Oh, it always happens to Hidetsugu. Oh, well, there's my Gloom Shrieker. Pretty good, and a Season of Renewal as well. Yeah, let's keep those 2 on top. Right, I didn't have a chance to look at my graveyard, so we do have enchantment creatures in there. That could be pretty good, but I guess the permanent we want to bring back would be Hidetsugu, 100%. He hasn't had enough power to sort of reattach the Energy Blade. So Gloom Shriek comes out. Hidetsugu comes back. And we will play planes. Oh no, we don't have access to 3 black mana, do we? Yeah, so we don't need to play planes. We can still hold that in our hand. Though I am tapped out, so I'm not sure of not convinced of the value of holding this in my hand, but it keeps him guessing. So no attacks, and end the turn. So I've got, my plan is with Season of Renewal, we want a Bamboo Grove Archer, and then we can shoot down that scary Searchlight Companion. And I guess we can bring back Marika Yamazaki, who can threaten to bring back all of my stuff. Okay, it kills 1 toughness creature, so there goes the Gloom Shrieker. And wait a minute. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, I'm drawing the if I put a stop on the upkeep step, like that, we know that there's a 3 mana thing on top. Oh, this could be good. Right, we have stopped. We know there's a 3 mana thing on top. This might be the first time I actually use Hidetsugu. You exile the card, you may play it this turn. Mana value should be 3. That thing's got 3 toughness. This is so exciting. This is the first time this has actually worked. I hope it works. is pretty sweet. Okay, let's go to a draw phase. Ooh, Toad Rider. Very nice. And let's play a Season of Renewal. We're going to choose both options. And we've got to choose a creature card first. This is the only way we can get Narika Yamazaki. And do we want... Now we've killed the flyer, what do we want to do? Lifelinker or kill the next flyer? Maybe we kill the next flyer. Oh, let's resolve that. I thought I was waiting for him. Oh, silly me. Right, to main phase, please. Let's play our planes. We've got 2 mana. We could play an archer. We will. I think we will decline to play an archer. That guy's got Death Touch. We know that he is going to kill my Gloomshrieker next turn. And he's the one who's lower on life. It's a good opportunity to get an attack in. Let's go. 2 attackers. Gloomshrieker's gonna die anyway, so may as well throw him in. Maybe he'll be tempted to trade off with something. So yeah, he's just gonna get in some free damage. There we go. And we'll end the turn. We could... Do we want to play an archer as a blocker? And we could feed it to Hidetsugu. I think, yeah, if he plays a huge flyer next turn, I'll feel terrible. But it blocks some damage in the short term. Oh, it could have... No, I've made a mistake. That could have been my enchantment to play in order to summon Kimi the Frog. Little mistake. Never mind. Now, does anything work with Narika Yamazaki? Ogre Demon, Cat Beast, Insect, no. And he's a human ninja, yeah. Okay. I mean, don't know why I was so worried about my life total. I'm on 30. I didn't really need a blocker that much. It's that feeling of, oh, I better do something, and yeah, it wasn't. I forgot something important. Okay, he's now a 3/5 reach Death Touch. We will not block that. Oh, did I not block the Gloomshriek? Oh, that's got Menace. That's why I couldn't block that. Silly me. Yeah, I should know that because I have a Gloomshrieker as well. Oh, okay. He's gone. He's out of there. Knew that was going to happen. So when's the best time to use that ability? Probably in the opponent's attack phase, I would guess. Let's play a swamp. He knows I've got Narika Yamazaki, so let's just play her. We want this guy to be a bit of a surprise. He has just a 2/1 to block with, and okay, now here's my theory. I can sacrifice something with Hidetsugu and then do a more effective Hidetsugu ability. So we won't. So that will cost me 4 mana. So we can't play a 3 mana Toad Rider. It's that simple, right? We won't attack with Hidetsugu, but we will attack with the Moth. That seems good. And the turn. Oh, he gets another card. Discard, then draw. Very nice. So he's, yeah, this is where the network terminal really shines. You can just drop his excess land with that. He's drawn 2 cards this turn. So all of his Twisted Embraces are in the graveyard at the moment, so he could have another Gloom Shriek or a way to bounce it, I suppose. If he attacks with Gloom Shrieker, do we have to double block it? That's what I'm thinking, because if I don't block it, it could get ninjutsu'd by something. And that would be quite dangerous. This could also get ninjutsu'd for 2 mana, and then he could draw a card off it. So he's got a few options. He can do some interesting stuff. Oh my goodness, right, he's got something good. So this makes extra creatures and things, right. If you've got an artifact, you do, and an enchantment, yes you do. So you get a 2/2. That is a hell of a board I am facing. So it's not a ninjutsu creature, which is sort of what I was expecting. Okay, I'm not gonna sacrifice anything. Nothing's yeah, let's do that one. Oh, I'm just realizing that yeah, you want to actually do this in your own turn so you can actually play the card. And I don't really want to sacrifice that creature because I need blockers at this point. So yeah, I will just whiff on doing that ability this turn. Yeah, you've got to. It's nice to do it in your opponent's turn, but if you can if there's an expendable creature you can sacrifice, but that is not the case. We're facing a board here. Okay, what will attack? That just dies, unfortunately. So this guy actually has got reach, and he attacked with it. No, he attacked. No, yeah, he attacked with it. Why is it tapped? Anyway, combat. He doesn't have his reach creature, so we'll hit him with a moth. So I've had a good top deck. I've got quite a good turn. I can play. Now I could exile the top card and play it, but I think because it's whatever he exiles isn't quite gonna match doing that. Now in a pinch I can exile the top card and use it, so oh yeah, he's using that to tap to draw cards and find stuff. Interesting. Just thinking, what is my best card in the deck? I don't care if I lose a land. If I get anything other than a land, I get to do damage. So there isn't much downside to using this ability. Maybe I just should have used it last turn. I'd have lost a Golden Tail Disciple, but I could have killed one of his guys or done him 3 damage. So that is attacking, because it's going to make a creature. What do we know he has Bamboo Grove Archer in his hand, so he can kill my flyer next turn. Okay. Right. Past 2 blockers. We can replace our toad. The toad is expendable. We will block like that. Yeah, he's going to kill the reach creature. Fair enough. Okay, that is getting equipped on that. Very nice. We'll do Hidetsugu now. We'll just exile something. Is that land? Oh, it's 1 damage. We could pop a Papercraft Decoy or a Gloom Shrieker. What do we think? So he kind of wastes the turn, but he gets to draw a card. Oh, befriending the moths. This might. I think this wins the game. Okay, so I think we'll make. Sure, we'll make you flying. Then we'll try and hit for 6 down. Oh, right, nope, nope. Oops. Yeah, didn't think about that enough. Now his reach creature is untapped, you see. However, we could cast an enchantment card from the graveyard, which is pretty good. One attacker. Let's see how much mana we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. We need. I think we're gonna do. Might just do as an exemplar. And next to blockers. Okay, here's the plan. We sacrifice the toad. Because we can get it back later. Except no, we probably can't. It's complicated. Right, never mind. We'll find something. Sacrifice a creature. Scry 2. Sacrifice Kimi. Cool. We'll do. Damn it. Do 4 damage to its blocker. It's kind of crazy that we're not doing it straight to his face, but getting rid of his reach creature and his death touch creature seems solid. And we'll lose both of these things from exile, unfortunately, but something else is. Okay, nice. Good point. Let's force him to use that on the poet. Okay. But I haven't quite sort of done my turn right. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. I forced him to use removal at least on that guy. That was the win there. But now I've got 2 flyers coming through next turn, right? But yeah, I've got it. It's pretty complicated, isn't it? Got to remember he costs 4 mana. Oh no. Okay, Twisted Embrace. Boom. Okay, so something gets sacrificed with that. At least we've still got 1 black mana, so that's something. Okay, yeah, he gets. But yeah, that was a pretty bad turn because I just didn't even count his mana. I thought for some reason I didn't think he had 5 mana up, but I was thinking back to the previous turn. Okay, an Intercessor's Arrest could be useful. View battlefield. What? Yeah, on the go Shintai. Yeah, absolutely. That's 100% what we want. Do we need a Satsuki? Yeah, it could be a chump blocker for something big and then get something back. So I think that's fine. He's got 12 cards left. I've got 16. And that will generate a toad for me. And how bad is this situation here? He's got no cards in hand. He doesn't have the ninjutsu kind of plan. So no blocks. We'll let that through. And the other mistake I made, there's absolutely no need to do the damage to for the 4 damage to his creature first as well. I mean, it's just a catalogue of errors, really. Okay, Tog with sword. Okay, we'll go for the Toad Rider. Doesn't matter too much. Go for the Golden Tail Disciple. That should be 5 damage. Intercessor's Arrest takes out his reach creature. So yeah, Befriending the Moths, pretty excellent for a bit of late game evasion. Have I forgotten something important? We'll have a look. No. Good game. Quite a long game though. See how much time we've got left. Felt like a solid, that was more than 20 minutes. So we've got 130 minutes left, maybe 8 more games. So maybe 15 minutes a game. Yeah, right, so let's play the next one. We actually got Hidetsugu out. He actually did damage with his ability. So that's already a success. I'm already very happy with this draft. I've had Hidetsugu twice before in drafts. The previous one, he did a bit of scrying. I used his ability and I hit a land. I was looking for the I was actually looking for the 10 mana burn spell, explosive singularity or something like that. It was like I'm still going to lose the game even if I drew it, but he whiffed. He hit a land. So first time I've used Hidetsugu effectively, and I need a bit more practice with him, obviously, because I get so excited about actually using his ability. I didn't quite get my timings right there, and didn't sort of pay attention to what. I didn't realise my opponent could cast the flying removal spell, which is very silly, but these things happen. Okay, we have green. We don't have white. We do have our splash colour black. We've got things we can do. We've got a turn 2 defender, which will help against aggro. I think. Okay, white and black. Another Season of Renewal. We've got lots of ways to bring back the Bamboo Grove Archer if things go badly for him. We have hit white mana. That is wonderful, and that's a 4th land as well. So we can play a Harmonious Emergence later. This sort of feels pretty terrible, but I am just going to play it. It's a roadblock he's got to overcome if he wants to do me some damage. High speed hoverbike of all things. Right, nice. So he's going to tap it and get through. So I'm thinking ninjutsu is on the cards here. Okay, go on the Tail Disciple. He can hit me for 2. Okay, I've got no attackers to power up with that thing. Play my 3rd colour, and this thing can be annoying. I will just Intercessor's Arrest him before he gets out of control. We could take out the hoverbike, honestly, but we do at least have a blocker for that. I prefer taking out the pilots, sort of as a way to deal with vehicles. So next turn, we might just have to play a tapped Harmonious Emergence, probably on the forest. Just as a way really to use my mana. Right, he has hard cast that, so I have forced him into a suboptimal move, I guess. There is this guy, Hidetsugu, the Living Law, but I think I'm still going to play Harmonious Emergence, even though it's pretty terrible to play it tapped, but there you go. We don't know if we're going to draw a 5th land for next turn anyway. And the enchantment count is actually 3, so it'll be, with this it'll be +4/+4. Oh, there we go, Twisted Embrace. Sure enough. It is going to be on my blocker, however, rather than the creature. The potential attacker that I've got. Makes a lot of sense. But I guess even with Michiko's Reign of Truth, I feel like we're losing the race. Except we're not, are we? He's got Vigilance. That's the the other thing I've got to remember about this guy. Let's play out land. We've hit red. That's good, as we know. We'll play. The Reign of Truth. I'm just thinking I could play a Living Law. No, I can't play a Living Law, can I? Yeah. Let's just do lots of damage. I think that's fine. And maybe the reason he killed the blocker because he's got more removal in his hand. That is my prediction. Fly on Centipede. Is there a removal for 2 mana in this set? Does that equips for 2? Oh boy, that's actually not too bad, is it? And he's going to get a huge life swing from this guy. Except he's gonna yeah, well, that makes sense. So that can get through, and that is, he's got enough to reconfigure that as well, because yeah, crewing doesn't cost anything. Okay, so here's the thing: we can't block that. We can trade off for the Mukatai Ambusher. We will miss out on about 4 extra damage next turn, but we're going to stop 6 damage. And trade off for a life linker. So I think we have to do that. Do we have to do that? I'm just thinking, I swing in for 8, so he's sort of... I'm going to take 8 damage. That's going to put me on 7, which starts to feel precarious. If he just top decks some removal. Yeah, I'm going to happily trade off there. I don't need the extra damage from this. It doesn't make enough of a difference. Okay, I'll target a Golden Tail Disciple. Alright, interesting. We've got Satsuki the Living Law, and we've got a Gloom Shrieker as well. We could actually Gloom Shrieker and then play a Bamboo Grove Archer. So we've got a blocker. Which doesn't seem terrible. And I'm on 13 life points, so even though I can bring it back with Season of Renewal, this stops damage now, so I think we're at that stage of the game, I think. Every life point is precious, and we're losing the race at the moment. That is an instant, so okay, we are going to that's sacked, and I think we say goodbye to the Gloom Shrieker. We don't have a plan for bringing him back. It's looking like we're facing a lot of flyers. Okay. Okay, we trade off. I don't think we can afford to take 4 damage, to be honest, so that's fine. Does he have a first strike trick? No. Okay. We have a flying blocker. We do not. I completely forgot what I had. That was a Machiko and not a Moth. The Moth Saga. Right. Okay, so we can quite simply get a flying blocker by bringing back the Archer, and we can, as a creature, we can get that back as well. That just seems very strong, doesn't it? Right, Season of Renewal. Now we want creature and we want enchantment. We'll just make sure we do this the right way around. So that's the creature, and that is the enchantment. Because we definitely want to prioritise stopping what he's doing rather over aggro, since he's got so many flyers. So we just play that as another blocker. Defender, reach. Then Machiko gets to 2/2 as well, which is nice. Another high-speed hover bike, so my blocker gets tapped. Okay. Does he have another creature to crew that with? No, he's got another vehicle, which brings back... What does it bring back? Actually nothing as of yet. Only two, has to be a 2 mana card, so it's if I kill the hover bikes, they get to be brought back. Okay, now what's the plan here? Well, we just Intercessor's Arrest the Gravelighter. We've only got 1 white mana, so it limits what we can do. Yeah, we could, if we want to do 2 things in the turn, we can Season of Renewal again, but that's not effective. No, Intercessor's Arrest on his flyer and hit for 3. He's got a way of fueling his stuff. Nice. 3/4. That gets through, and you get something with mana value 2 or less back, which he does not have. Okay, we'll have to take the damage. No blocks. We're not going to sacrifice that again. Another. So we've got a very serious creatures deck, vehicles deck. What we're talking about. We've got a second white source. That is amazing. Now we can actually do 2 white cards in 1 turn. That is quite. That's the aggressive card. We want a 1/3. When he dies, it's a saga that comes back. So we'd quite like to use this as a blocker first. Right. That's going to come out. It's kind of funny that I'm not going to attack, but it's looking that way. Befriending the Moths gets me a flyer in a little bit. Interesting. Okay, so we can Machiko again if we use this guy as a chump blocker. Have that as quite a good option. So and then we've got at least got 2 blockers. So we'll swing. We'll get involved in a bit of a race here. So that's coming out again. I think we're double blocking. Okay, indestructible till end of turn. He's going to come through and bring that guy back, which is pretty solid. A nice combo. I'm just going to say nice. Are we going to just take 3 damage? Because we can't really get a good outcome. And I could have foreseen that's what he was going to do. I knew this had a sacrifice thing. For some reason I didn't register that it was indestructible. Right, got a swamp. Now, what can this guy do? He can actually put a law counter on each saga. So we can make a 2/4 blocker. Just by tapping him, which I think I will do. I've never activated his ability to any effect whatsoever before. That seems pretty nice. So we've actually got a blocker against a 3/4 vehicle. What else do we have for Season of Renewal? Not much, so we'll swing with our person for 5. Bring him down to 11. Oh, he can block with a hover bike. Then that can be brought back, which is pretty nice. With the recovery vehicle, and it can tap something, but it goes to your hand, but then it's got flash. Okay, right, yeah, that works really nicely. Ah dear. Okay, so, but then he can't do the same trick next turn if he wants to get the hover bike back. We'll play our Narika Yamazaki, the poet. And end the turn. So I'm guessing he taps the Imperial Moth if he brings that back. But I've got enough to kill the recovery vehicle on the board. See if he does something else. Because if he does that sacrifice again, I just block. But he can do the sacrifice without bringing the samurai back. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Right. So who's getting tapped? So funny that's getting tapped. Okay. Pass 2 blockers. Has he got anything defensive at all? Because he can't crew vehicles, right? I don't want to lose the poet because then that's my bit of value. I'm just going to chump block with that rather than double block because then he can just sack the samurai. So yeah, let's just chump block there. It's at the stage we can't really afford to. So I could Season of Renewal now. It might be a good thing to do with my mana. And I can get 2 things back. So that's the creature, and then we can get Harmonious Emergence now. Oh, that's a nice blocker. So in terms of crewing, he does not have anything to crew with. So I've got 3, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9 damage, 13 damage, 14 damage, 15 damage because that's boosting Machiko. Interesting, isn't it? So I think we'll play Harmonious. We could always blow up a flyer, couldn't we? Harmonious Emergence on a forest. Right, let's tap the mana before we make an error. Oh, let's do things quickly as well. There we go. Boom. Now that thing is 4/5 Vigilance, which is pretty cool. Bamboo Grove Archer would be a good blocker again, which we might need. I think we'll do combat. He's a blocker. I think we'll do that, that, that. 9, 10, 11, 14. He'd be 15 as well. We've still got 3 blockers. I think that is a solid selection of attacks. And end the turn. Can he do me 5 damage? Maybe with a black drain life effect. Can't think of what it would be off the top of my head. I'm just thinking of Invoke Despair or something to make, but I do have things to sacrifice there. This guy has Vigilance. I forgot about that. Vigilance. There. But yeah, it's a nice little hover bike combo. We managed to get a couple of hover bikes. I don't think I've seen one yet drafting, or I didn't pay attention to it. But it's pretty powerful, but also kind of easy to overlook if you're sort of automatically ignoring vehicles. And this has turned into a long game, my goodness. But I think it's going to get resolved. He's either going to win this turn somehow, or I'm going to win next turn. I always think I've overlooked something major. There's a lot of sort of cheeky little combos with this kind of deck. Okay, he's given up. That took a long time as well. So let's see, we're 2 games down. Gotta say, Season of Renewal, pretty fantastic. Even without the turtle combo, it's not bad at all. But of course, it's working well with enchantments. Right, so 7 games in 106 minutes. Still got about 14, 15 minutes a game. Okay, that's good. White and green. We can't cast our 2 black cards. We can get to 4 mana with the Sunblade Samurai if we don't draw more land. Then we can bring it back with Season of Renewal. It might not be the best hand, really, with 2 dead cards at the moment, but we'll see if we can survive. We have a 2-drop. That makes it look a bit better. Right. Oh, I've had run-ins with this guy before. Coiling Stalker. Play it like that, please. Nice. And we don't really need more planes. We'll see if we get a 5th land drop, because then we can just play this as a creature. That's 1 damage, and I'm guessing he's got some kind of follow-up. He's got his own Coiling Stalker. Okay. And we're going to hold back and use this guy as a blocker. We'll see if he gets blown up. Could be land Twisted Embrace, couldn't it? No, he's not attacking. Okay, it's a mana druid. So he's going to try and... Oh, brilliant. Well, we got our swamp. And we'll be able to play the Samurai next turn. my thought is that we attack with the Coiling Stalker and then bring him back with the Gloom Shrieker if he gets killed. Very simple, basic plan. Yeah, he's trading Stalkers. He's not throwing the Druid in the way, so he's definitely needing that mana. And the Gloom Shrieker comes out. There we go. Guess what he can do? He's got Menace. I can, if he gets through, I can ninjutsu in a Coiling Stalker, which would be absolutely amazing. I wonder if will I be allowed to do that? Now, he could have tapped 4 mana to do me 3 damage. He didn't do that, so I'm guessing he's doing something else. The powers of perception, right? Kami without a bounce. What doesn't feel super great? I can get through with Gloom Shrieker and bounce it back, but then I can't do anything else. Which is a shame. I think I'm gonna attack with Gloom Shrieker. Not going to use the Coiling Stalker in a shock move, and I'm just going to play my Sunblade Samurai. That's 4/4 vigilance, pretty strong. Can trade off with his Kami. I wonder if he's thinking about blocking the Gloom Shrieker as well. Might be. Well, he got... Oh, now, do you have Death Touch? I don't see an artifact. You don't have... You surely have an enchantment. No, they're not enchantments either. He is just a 3/2. Okay. If I attack with a Gloom Shrieker, it could get double blocked by these two, so effectively you'll get traded off for a Druid. I only have 1 green source. I can either do Harmonious Emergence or threaten to do a Coiling Stalker. Okay, so I think we'll do this on a plains. That would make sense. Yeah, why does it do it that way? Come on. Let's do it that way. Make sure we're targeting the right land. The untapped land. And okay, let's do some damage, and we'll just hold the Gloom Shrieker back. He knows the plan with the Gloom Shrieker. He's well aware. Okay. It's looking like these two are going to just stay back, aren't they? He can't really attack until he gets Death Touch. Then he could do. Oh, he's got his own Harmonious Emergence. Do I trade it off with the Gloom Shrieker and the my own one? No, he's going to get through with one. Yeah, maybe the... I keep thinking he's a bat. Why did I think he's a bat? He's a human ninja. He looks a bit... If you don't really look at the card, you think it's a bat. Okay. Right, he's got the board in place to deal with a Gloom Shrieker. we're kind of keen on trading off this guy. Yeah, we'll go in. He's going to get traded off with a Merge Keeper though, isn't he? And I'm going to end up taking a lot of damage. So that's not a good deal. So we'll just forget that. Forget that. We'll play a 4/4. We'll play the Devouring Chaos. Keep the Coiling Stalker in hand. We'll maintain that threat. We can still do a Season of Renewal because we've still got this land here. No, not a lot I can do about that. Maybe he's just going to start pumping it up. No, just 1 damage. Okay, so something else is going to happen. Oh, well, you could have done that pre-combat, couldn't you? And put tokens on him. But no, it's actually his land is going to be a bit more impressive. Okay, my turn. Right, not a lot to do. I can only attack. I can attack with the Gloom Shrieker. It's getting traded off though for the Merge Keeper, and that's getting exiled. And he's hit his land drops. He's got 6 mana, so it's not even that important for him now. I guess that's his big card. So let's play Disciple now. Do we need a? I don't think we need a Coiling Stalker. Look, and end the turn. Now we've just got to remember do have this sacrifice a creature to scry 2 available if something should happen. That's 4 coming through. Okay, fair enough. Alright, now here's my idea. Hidetsugu can sacrifice a Golden Tails Disciple to scry for 2, but then I can bring them back with Season of Renewal, and then we can actually just use some of the cards that are in my hand. Right, that thing kills enchantments and artifacts. Let's view the battlefield. This is not an enchantment or an artifact. And we can't really get through with any creatures either, and that's even... yeah, okay. So we can't use that particularly. That said, he's got a Death Touch counter. He's good defensively, but yeah, it's a shame. We've got to say goodbye to him because we need a solution for this problem. And we'll do Season of Renewal now. Okay, creature enchantment. Okay, that's another life point. That helps. Every little helps. think plan is, if we want to do that combo again, which we can do next turn, that's a total of 4 mana to do that. I've got to keep, remember, I've got to keep 4 mana up, so I can only do 3 mana of things. I will do, so I'll do exactly the same thing again. I'll play the Disciple. Now we've even got that to gain 2 life, I guess, if we need to use it. No attacks. And end turn. And this is a 5/5. I wasn't even thinking about this guy. Yeah. 5/5 Vigilance Haste. Pretty nasty. We may not get an opportunity to do very much else. But that's all he's doing. Okay. Fair enough. That's all he needs to do. And he can do it twice. That's 6 damage, so I'm dead next turn. Isn't it typical that the turn 2 flying creature, there's absolutely no answer to it. Sacrifice that. Friending the Moths is not much good, because you don't get flying for your turn. It could get him through, and I could ninjutsu and all of that, but yeah, it doesn't quite work. I do have Sunblade Samurai who can give me 2 life points. Remember to Season of Renewal again. Wait, that's it's only getting that back, isn't it? We've got other stuff. We've got other stuff we can do. Let's actually channel that as well. Then get 2 life points. Oops, we've got all the planes in the deck. Wow, okay, we found a removal card. It means tapping a creature, which could be fatal, but let's do it. Now we've got to get as many blockers in play as we can. And it's looking like we've got to chump block 2 things, unfortunately, which is horrible, but guess at least I can get 2 things back with Season of Renewal. Okay, no attacks. Oh, and the turn there. We dealt with a turn 2 flyer eventually before it killed us. So that's something. That's that. How much damage can we take here? Let's see. Does he have? Do we think he's got a giant growth in his hand? Do I want to keep Hidetsugu? Yeah. So, I think it's quite simple. We will double block here. Try and keep Hidetsugu. 2 blockers. We will Season of Renewal, and we'll get 2 things back. They're both enchantments. Bang, bang. It worked. It worked. Okay. Okay. A 1/4. And we've got things we can play. That's good. So we've got 3 mana as well, so we can play Samurai and Golden Tail Disciple. No attacks. That now has Death Touch and Menace, because there's an enchantment and an artifact creature. So oh my goodness, right. When you enter the battlefield, Season of Renewal. How many more season of renewals have I got? But, oh, you get all of them and you can play one of the cards. Okay, so that creature is coming back. That flyer is coming back. We need to find an answer. Okay, that's a nice card. And we need to... probably going to sacrifice it on balance. How many cards left? 21. This feels like another really long game. Having a good long think about my spirited companion. He doesn't have counter spells, does he? No. So he can get back an enchantment and a creature. He is getting back the Inkrise Infiltrator, 100%. Interesting. Very interesting. We've got Michiko's Reign of Truth. I fancy doing that on a lifelinker and swinging in. How much would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Becomes a 7, 8. Solid, solid, right. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that first. So it's even more. So it's 8, 9. That gets me out of the danger zone in terms of my life total. Don't attack with everything. I think we'll just attack with that one. Okay, fair enough. Less mana, I suppose. I get to go back up to 10. So the thing I should sacrifice is a Coiling Stalker at the end of next turn, because it doesn't contribute to Reign of Truth. It's a nice combination, isn't it? Getting, oh yeah, treasure token. Yeah, he's got another way of getting stuff. We have to find another answer to this flyer, because he's got how much mana now? 10 mana. Oh, he's getting a Harmonious Emergence. Yep. And that thingy. And that as well. Okay, nice. Pass to attackers. Didn't? Okay, we're sacrificing Calling Stalker now. The nice thing is you can use his ability to look for the red land you need. Ah, there you go. How bad... let's keep the red land on top. We don't need to Intercessor's Arrest at this turn. We're not dying quite this turn. It gives me an extra life point though, doesn't it, if I do it? Anyway, we know that we can... what's on top, and that we can plan ahead and do 3 damage with Hidetsugu. Okay, it's going to be my life linker. What a surprise. There we go. Boom. 8, 9. Let's get that. Get up to 11, and we'll just swing for 8. And we're going to set a stop on the upkeep. Yeah, another blocker. That's fine. He could have could trade off with the Death Toucher, but he's not going to. Okay. And end the turn. One of those. How big is this Infiltrator going to get? 4, 8, 9, 10. He could, yeah, he can do 5 damage at the moment. Yeah. Notice he got a token from somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. Okay. Right. I think we don't sacrifice a creature. We're quite happy with what's on top of the deck. He's got 3 mana. It's not enough to activate that. Let's just make sure there's nothing here. That can make a treasure token if something has died. Okay, my turn. It's going to stop in the upkeep, right? We know we can do 3 damage with Hidetsugu. Let's do that. Did it. Now draw phase. Just a forest, okay. Main phase. Okay, nice. And Intercessor's Arrest on his 5/6 creature, I think. We're going to swing in... Oh, this has got Death Touch, by the way. That's got Vigilance, so that will just die to that outright. Okay. I can't. Okay, I can't attack. I can't attack. So forget it. Forget it. And end the turn. Yeah. It's getting overexcited. I always forget. Michiko cannot. Well, Saga creatures in general don't get haste unless it. Well, obviously this one does. They don't all get haste. That's a good question. Is, do we want to sacrifice the dog? I think we do, and we want to put a stop on the upkeep as well. Terrarium, something can get bigger, so he can make that guy a 6/6 if he wants. We actually really want to blow up that Death Touch guy, so we're hoping for a 2 mana thing, or better, on top of the library. Right. Now, who knew this game would be the Hidetsugu MVP? Right, the companion is out of there. What do we have on top? Very nice indeed. 3 mana is perfect. Done. We're going to stop in the upkeep. We're going to do that. Don't tap the black mana, please. Good. Resolve. Even if I run out of time today on the tournament, I think this is quite satisfying. Well worth it. Draw. Main phase. And Toad Rider. Let's play the Toad Rider now before I forget. That does bring Michiko down to 6/6, so he can actually trade off now. But we've got a cheeky little plan if he doesn't block. Haha, yes. Okay, so Michiko swings in 6/6. I think it was the right move to sacrifice the dog, even if it made Michiko a bit. Okay, Kappa Wrecker, Ninjutsu, yes, bye bye Seshiro. This is pretty good. Yep, that was a good one. Good game of Magic, and it's promotion to gold as well. Nice. Okay, oh dear, that was my 3rd game. All 3 games have taken ages. Have I got an hour 20 left? What's the time? Ooh, hour and 15 minutes left for, let's see, potentially 6 more games. Let's quickly hit the play button. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay, all 3 colours, Spirited Companion, some removal, perfect hand. What could go wrong? Oops. He's got a tough mulligan decision. I think he's mulliganed once. Okay, so yeah. Right, Plains, Ninja's Kunai. We're gonna. This is me in turbo mode now. Hour and 15 minutes for 6 games potentially. .80 so it's a bit over. It's a bit over 10 minutes a game, isn't it? It's 13 minutes a game. Let's put it that way. Oh, a Kumano faces Kakazak. Interesting. Right. Well, let's get in for some damage. good, dog. Right. We'll reveal we have black mana and Rika Yazaki the Poet. So we can play... Ooh, Befriending the Moths. Next turn. He's got some kind of decent blocker. Let's see if we top deck the land as well. Because we could top deck a land next turn and get a really strong start, couldn't we? The other thing we can do, we can just pay 3 mana and pop... No, wait. How much is it going to cost? 2 plus 2 because of ward. So, Kami, onto you. Shoot him. Yes. Pay ward cost as well. Auto pay. Good. Good. And then attack for 3. Imagine if that was an enchantment. That would be pretty good. Oh, synthesizer. Yeah, it's the blue-red. Very much a blue-red artifacts deck. Seismic Wave. Does he have another land to play that? He can take out both my guys, which would be pretty horrible. We're in suspense. Does he have the land? He does. Nice one. Well played. Oh no, and then... Ah! This guy exiles them. That's tragic. Okay. Wow, what a turn. So we will play a tapped Harmonious Emergence on our plains, I think. That is... I don't particularly want to use Intercessor's Arrest on this guy just yet. We do have 2 of them, I suppose. Does it remove his exiling ability? And it's only... No, it's always on, isn't it? So yeah, he has an annoying passive ability that exiles all my stuff. Okay, that is aggressive. Right, that's we could arrest this because it can sort of trade up and do a lot of damage. We kind of want to kill this, so rather than leave its exiling ability in play. Let's attack first. We've got 2 arrests. We can just take care of that. You could go artifact, artifact, artifact. It's not very likely, but well, you could go artifact, artifact, and attach a Simian Sling. Nice, very nice. He's really rolled out the creatures there. Right, I guess we could play that as a blocker. Or we could befriend some moths and hit for 5. Well, let's see if he wants to just chomp block with that. And we'll get quite a big creature in a couple of turns to help. It's going to have trouble dealing with a 2/4 flying, I would say. So let's go for it. Okay. I will will he exile if I block with a land creature that says if in like giant land would be destroyed? I mean, it's emergence gets sacrificed and that land gets indestructible, which takes priority. I'm thinking if he does. Okay, right. That's a 2/2, and he's just absolutely smacking me with everything in the face. Okay. We want to kill Etching of Kumanu, 100%. So we'll block there, and he's probably got 3 damage for it. So probably we'll see if my planes gets removed from the game. So this is interesting for me. Well, there you go. It got to be indestructible, and it survived. This is quite a build-up of things. So now this guy here could be dangerous. Do we want to shoot something out of the sky? It's very expensive to do that. I think we could go Exemplar and Archer, because we can just roll out the creatures and emulate what he's doing and try and match him a bit. Exemplar's coming out as well. Anything really serious, we can Intercessor's Arrest. How does Simian Sling work? It hits me personally, doesn't it? Oh, something can't block. That's rough. Right, those become 3/2s. Don't really want to block the spirit. We'd like to trade off for a Song Shaper if possible. But looks like we're taking 5 damage if he does attack with everything, putting us on 4. That's going through. Well, that's probably a sensible decision, isn't it? So we'll block the Song Shaper. We take 5. And we have another flying blocker, so he can get through with 3 damage next turn. Maybe 1 damage with the Simian Sling. So we're in a very good position for blocking flyers. So I'm thinking there's maybe no need for Intercessor's Arrest. So that's 1 damage I can't actually stop. Can I get away with taking 3 damage? I don't think so. Okay, let's play a Coiling Stalker. And bet he'll be delighted that I'm going to use Intercessor's Arrest on an Ogre. But that sort of stabilises the situation. He doesn't have any. I don't know if there's a way of making that unblockable, but I couldn't risk it. It's got 4 power and I've got 4 health left. What's the direct damage in this set? Because he can always push through 1 damage. That's a 3/3. Okay. I guess we are double blocking here like this with the Coiling Stalker and the Archer. And that means I'm going to lose. And he can just keep attacking with a Simian Sling and pushing through 1 damage each time. And he can, which eventually, if he burns through all his creatures, he can get me down to 1. I'd like to bring back Harmonious Emergence and Bamboo Grove Archer with this Season of Renewal. Ichiko's Reign of Truth. So yeah, this is the... Be nice to find a life linker, wouldn't it? As long as he can just keep throwing creatures at me, the Simian Sling will eventually kill me. I think so. We can do Season of Renewal and play an Archer, which I think we have to do. Just because so we've got 2 flying blockers basically. Right, got to choose a creature. These are both creatures. Oh, yeah, creature and enchantment. Let's get Harmonious Emergence as well. So we've got a threat for next turn. And put that there. I don't think it's good game. I'm going to do... Unless he's won. I'm not going to win. Yet. But maybe he's impressed by Season of Renewal. He thinks Harmonious Emergence is going to win. Oh, Unstoppable Ogre, right, okay. Takes out a blocker. And pushes through 1 damage with Simian Sling. If he does it that way. Oh. No, I can block... I can block his things. He's still only getting 1 damage through. He can't block. That's going to block and do me a point. Okay, simple as that. Interesting. I've never been chipped away at by Simian Sling. Like this, and sort of just started running out of life points. It's looking like it can kill me. So yeah, you can push through 1 damage next turn as well. How many enchantments have I got? 2. So that adds 3 damage to something. He's only on 7. I think... yeah, maybe the best move is Harmonious Emergence and attack. Attack is the best form of defense sometimes. Yeah. Tap that one for green. Do this on a plains. Play the Harmonious Emergence on the plains. Obviously that's attacking. But if I get 3 more damage through, I win. But can I afford to tap these things? I need 3 blockers. I've got 4 blockers. Yeah, I think we just attack like that. So he's definitely pushing through 1 damage next turn. It's just he needs another point of damage. He needs another Kumano faces Kakazan. That would do it. He's got 1 card left. Oh, he has conceded. Well, he did not get a Kumano faces Kakazan, quite clearly. Okay, how's that leave us for time? That was a cagey game. That was. I had sort of the bigger creatures on the board, but I was all he had to do was keep sacrificing things. Just keep throwing things at me with a Simian Sling, and that was nearly won him the game. Okay, we have less than an hour left. Potentially 5 games. Okay, 12 minutes a game. Yeah. Right, that's our 3 colours. That's nice. Looks like we're playing a tech wrecker for a bit of aggro. We'll start with blossoming sands. You can keep his death touch counter. Yeah, 2. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing amazing on turn 3, I think, to do. So he's just a death touch guy right now. It's not a bad drop on turn 2. One, he's pretty tough. You can trade off whatever they've got. Okay, he's going to swing in for 3-2, so I'm quite happy with that arrangement, I'm going to say. I can discard, I think it's definitely a case of discarding the samurai and potentially trading off here, so no attacks end the turn. Interesting thing is, I could have forced him to block there, couldn't I? Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Well. I'm going to let it through. I'm going to let it through, because I just realised he had an unwinnable situation there. Silly me. But we'll see what the follow-up is, and whether it can beat a Kappa-Tech wrecker. Okay, tap lands. So he's got blue. I'm guessing he's found a turtle. He's not. Okay, I'm going to discard this guy. Plenty of planes. Felt a little bit bad the other game. I actually discarded one late game, and I had all the planes in the deck. Do we want to befriend the moths here? You know what? I think it would put him up to 4 toughness, which might run into that removal card. I think we're going to try the attack, just the attack, and blow up this enchantment creature. I'm guessing he was hoping I would do this. So, yeah. Yeah. I think we'll play a tapped Harmonious Emergence. He is doing a Tamio safekeeping on that 2-1 creature. Nice, okay. Okay, that's fair. I'm going to play planes and a tapped Harmonious Emergence on what? A planes? Yeah, I've got 2 white sources. if he's got a handful of removal, but I suppose he's hit 4 mana now. He might have his own Harmonious Emergence, that kind of thing to put out. I was looking at that one, so maybe that's going away. Oh, interesting. Touch the Spirit Realm. So, you see, you can tell he wanted me to use up my token. There goes my land as well. That's pretty devastating, to be honest. How's Season of Renewal looking? So we can do a Season of Renewal, but we'll have for 2 cards that we can no longer use. We can also Gloom Shrieker for something. We can, yeah, actually, good point. We can Gloom Shrieker to get a Sunblade Samurai to discard it again to get another Plains. That would make sense. But let's do a Toad Rider because it's like one of the best cards in my deck. I guess we're not going to block the Exemplar with this guy, so let's attack. If we did block and let it die, we could bring it back. That's the only other thing. And then his Touch the Spirit Realms in danger. Okay. Oh, I see, right. No, I get it. That's the channel effect. I'm confusing myself. Oh, he's getting huge. He's a 3/4 now. Becomes a 4/5 when he attacks as well. But he's not attacking. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, we are that getting rid of my land like that was painful. So we've got to Gloom Shrieker for my land guy. This guy. No attacks. He's not even an enchantment, so I've only got the 1 enchantment in this lot. I think the plan is if we can get a Golden Tail Disciple out, then we'll follow that up with Machiko. Oh wow, so he's already hitting his 6 mana things. I'm stuck on 3 land now. Okay, he's got an army and he gets to fix the top of his deck very nicely. So there's no real scope here for getting a land with this and then playing Machiko's Reign of Truth. That doesn't seem very good. But maybe it's pretty good. It's +2/+2. I could throw a 5/5 frog at him and see what he does. Okay, so we can get a land with that, and then we can do something that costs 3 mana. This is not 100% though, but let's take the risk. Let's take the risk because we want to play that Golden Tail Disciple. Okay, nice. Grab the forest. Play the forest. Yeah, we are not attacking this round. Play a Golden Tail Disciple. Oh, I get a life point, which is pretty sweet. No attacks. Oh, there is the turtle. He has arrived. Right. Let's get this straight. He's got the Gloom Shrieker, has Menace, so he can actually get through befriending the moths and do 3 damage, which is not bad. It'd be even better if I've got a ninjutsu guy. That's a potential future combo. Right, enchantment. So that's +3/+3. That makes him a 5/6 lifelink. But it could become a 6/7 lifelinker if I've got a befriending the moths in play. Yeah. So, do I want to discard a... No, I can just play a samurai, actually. Let's do a befriending the moths, and that will give us a flying creature a bit later. But he's got reach. I just thought, oh, I better check. Yeah, he's got reach. I'll just say, oops, there. Yeah, never mind. No attacks. Yeah, he can double block, and I just lose the Gloom Shrieker outright. Okay, let's just check. 6. Now, he does have reach. This guy is going to fly in. It's going to be a 3/4. Yeah, I think Machiko's Reign of Truth is the best thing we can possibly do here. That's going to help us race with a bit of cheeky lifelink. He might have a removal card, of course. He has 4 mana up. I don't think it makes much difference. I've also got, I've got Hidetsugu, and he can sacrifice the Tech Wrecker. So then I can bring it back with Season of Renewal. So he's just going to take the damage. Well, I think that's what you call a 14-point life swing, isn't it? We didn't get a land drop this turn. We could drop him for life and pop a Plains out. And that would give me another target for Season of Renewal. Even though he's another enchantment. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We need another land. We need more life as well. We're up against a big turtle. It's gonna buy me time. Let's do that. There we go. And end the turn. There we go. This thing's quite scary, isn't it? It gets bigger and bigger. We don't have any reach creatures. Oh, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Tatsunari Toad Rider and target frog you control can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with flying reach. Okay, gotcha. They can be not blocked. Right, and I can actually... Why have I completely not noticed that ability? Doesn't work on defense though. Very silly of me. But that is a 3/4 reach. That's why he's got a 3/4 reach. He knows he knows that frogs hop. Bell the Vial. Exile target enchantment. Okay. Couldn't he have done that on this guy? Okay, so I don't get the he's not going to wait until that guy gets bigger, I guess. He knows I could could counter that. Yeah, so that's fair enough. Okay, that's a turn for the worse, I think we've taken there. Never mind. We have a moth blocker. We have a Hidetsugu plan now. So, don't tap both my black, please. In fact, let's tap everything except 2 black. Just in case we need to sacrifice 2 creatures. Right, and the plan is we sacrifice a Kappa Tech Wrecker at the appropriate time. So, yeah. No attacks. Enter. We're still so we're thinking, yeah, Gloom Shrieker. If it can get flying with befriending moths, and he's only got 1 reach creature on the defense, then the Menace will come in very useful, and then we can bounce him back if we have a Tech Wrecker. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, he's got another turtle. Nice. Fair enough. That makes things a bit more challenging. Okay. Well, that's 2 flying blockers as well. So I think we still sacrifice our Tech Wrecker. Do a bit of scrying. What's on top? Right. To the bottom, I think. To be honest. 2 damage. What can I do 2 damage to that would be useful? Nothing. Right. Done. Is it time to sacrifice something else? Can I play an enchantment? Sacrifice the frog. Yes. Yeah, that just seems like a brilliant idea. Sacrifice the frog, because he can always come back. All the Rugged Highlands. Okay, I just realised we don't have any red sources. That was a little oversight on my part. Okay, here we go. A red source, yes. So we can survive. We can survive next turn. We need. It would be nice to play an enchantment this turn. Okay. Okay. We can play Hidetsugu, the Living Law, and that will. I can bring a Saga back from the graveyard when he dies. Oh, that's very good, isn't it? So, this is the plan. Hidetsugu comes out. And let's put a stop on the upkeep. Imperial Moth is going to chomp block one of these guys. Yeah, I can't get... Okay, right, cool. Let's do no attacks and end the turn. This is getting convoluted. Love it. Can even sack him and bring him back. Yeah. The Moth can block one of them. One blocker. These do not have trample. There's no way of giving them trample. Okay, cool. We will sacrifice the Moth. A ninja's kunai, you say? Very interesting. 1 damage plus 3 adds up to 4, unfortunately. It's interesting. Let's keep that on top. Pass. Take 6. Is it good enough? And do we have... right. Resolve it. Resolve it. Okay. We don't have a flying blocker for next turn, and that's gonna be the death of me. We could put a law counter on that. It's not quite good enough, is it? We can't quite do enough damage with Hidetsugu. Let's Hidetsugu again. Let's sacrifice Satsuki. Let's get a Saga back from the graveyard. Let's have Befriending the Moths, because that's the first time I've used that ability. That's quite handy. Let's do that. Done. And we've got the stop there. How's this going to work? Well, that's going to cost me 5 mana to do to a Sky Turtle. That's going to cost me 5 mana to do to a Sky Turtle. Oh dear. Well, and okay, right. My turn. Okay, 5 mana doesn't work. Just doesn't work, unfortunately. Right, draw the card. Main phase. Intercessor's Arrest on a Sky Turtle. Yes, let's tap 2 more. Resolve. Do we have enough for... No, we can't befriend the moths, unfortunately. So, next we're gonna do... how much damage can you push through? That's a good question. Okay, no attacks. Let's not worry too much about it. We don't have much time left, so let's end the turn. This is the most action that Hidetsugu's got. It's pretty interesting. You can't use his damage ability, unfortunately, but oh no, okay. Good game. I think that's that. Let's use this ability, just it'll cement target a frog you control. First defeat. We lost a double turtle, and also the exile target enchantment. Which my enchantment strategy is a bit vulnerable to, but there you go. Okay, 33 minutes left. Oh dear. 5 games down, 4 to go. Ooh, it's under 10 minutes a game now. 8 minutes a game, isn't it? That was a lot. Another struggle. I have made a grinding deck. I think that's what's happened. It's not particularly aggressive, but it's quite hard to kill it. Okay. We don't have white mana, and that's a bit of a problem. This deck looks aggressive. We'll do that to blindside him a little bit. We need a quick game though. This will be the aggro game where I die really quickly. Ah, he's looking for land. Come on. Kill me already. Okay, another tap land, do nothing. Boom, let's go. And this draft just loves these draft games are just loving giving me Hidetsugu, which I'm very happy about. Let's have Forest and Coiling Stalker. Yeah. Now you're not sure if you want to attack. I'm guessing he's got a follow-up creature of some kind. Interesting. No, he's got a Boseiju. He doesn't care about my Coiling Stalker getting bigger. Brave man. And it's a Hidetsugu, and he is active next turn. Don't really... oh, well, bye-bye. Yeah, that's what happened the first time I cast one, a few drafts ago. Bound to happen if you think about it, really. Okay, can't cast him, we don't have white mana. Okay, but we've got Season of Renewal, and we've got nothing better to do, really, have we? That's a big creature. Doesn't have haste, so that's something. Well, I had to have mana troubles at some point during the draft. I did predict it at the start, so here they are. Let's get that creature back. Very nice. Oh, let's, in fact... got enough land, we can play another swamp. We'd like to find a plains. Yes. Good. We're gonna play... do we have... yeah. Okay, Spirited Companion. We can't play Spirited Companion and Living Law. So we'll just save those for next turn. And have a lovely Hidetsugu. And we've got a little issue here. So he's going to chump block and sacrifice himself. That's fair enough. Yeah, Hidetsugu is going to do the sacrificing, I think. There we go. Oh, he had another Twisted Embrace. Well, that's nice. Okay, sacrifice yourself. Swamp on top, that's a good one. Intercessor's Rest. Go for that. And something's getting big. Okay, so that's a 10-10. Yeah, good game. Fair enough. Good. Well, I said we needed a nice quick game. And yeah, the guy who gets 2 Twisted Embraces to blow up my Hidetsugu twice, he gets... yeah, that seems fair enough. So that's good. That's good. We're actually time-wise, that's improved matters. 28 minutes for 2 more games, right? Potentially. If we finish 6 and 3, that's 3 more games. What am I talking about? Okay, but it's gone up to about 9 minutes. Just under 9 minutes a game. No, just over 9. Yeah. And that is a very, very optimistic prediction as well. That we're gonna get to have 3 more games, because then we need to win the first 2. This looks decent, doesn't it? Yeah, Exemplar, and then you've got the Capitec Wrecker to follow up and perhaps blow something up. Doesn't do a lot, does it? It's it makes him a 4/3 if we go with that. If we decide to go that way with it. Befriending the Moths as well. Very nice. Might even do Befriending the Moths first before this one, I suppose. But he's got white, so we might see some enchantments. Forest and an Exemplar. Wasn't really paying attention. Who went first? Because if he missed the land drop. No, I think I went first, didn't I? He's thinking a lot. There we go, Forest. Okay, Fang of Shingeki. It is an enchantment creature. I think, to be honest, we just attack and trade off. No real way of getting around a Death Touch creature. If he decides to not block, then he'll get a little surprise. But it's a reasonable trade. Right, good. And I think what makes a lot of sense, play the tap land, and we'll just play the Tech Wrecker, because next turn he's getting Befriending the Moths. We're just hoping. Oh, he's got. Oh dear. Right, never mind. We'll keep the pressure up. We'll do Befriending the Moths anyway. He might have removal, of course, and he might even be the one that removes a 4 toughness creature. And then I'll feel a bit silly, I suppose, but it's 1 less for Hidetsugu. We don't have, of course, we don't have black mana yet. But you kind of got to get this out, haven't we? So we can get our 2/4 Moth a bit later. You might just have the Wanderer's Strike for 4 damage as well. Decline, please. Well, this is feeling like a slow game. Banishing Slash, right, there we go. Okay, yeah, we miss out on that, but never mind. We'll play Satsuki. He's going to think about it. Oh well, this might be. We might just get this last game in then. Yeah, it's going to be 20 minutes, isn't it? It's feeling that way. Forest. Next. I can't really have any complaints. I play pretty slowly, to be honest. But it is, you know, when they're sort of, they don't have anything to do and they're still thinking and thinking and thinking. You know, are they going to make a cup of tea every round or something? Okay, golden terrace on disciple. Nice. And we have a moth with summoning sickness. Okay, we could make him a 3/5, couldn't we, with the Brain of Truth? I think we will, on balance, we'll play Hidetsugu. Interestingly, yeah, this guy can actually double up with that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, another one to think. What could he respond with 1 green mana? I think it means he's got the what's I'm blanking on the name. Tamio's Protection, I want to say, but it's not. Yeah, I know that's not right. But next, and no attacks. Enter. But I guess if they are deliberately trolling me, you know, they've chosen the absolute perfect time, the last sort of 25 minutes of the tournament when people are trying to get all their games in. Okay, we've got a Toad Rider and a Michiko's Reign of Truth, and we can sort of double dip on it. Yeah, that seems pretty good, doesn't it? Let's do that. Let's do it. Toad Rider. I should have kept a land in my hand, shouldn't I, to keep him guessing. Unfortunately, it's not the most devastating Michiko's Reign of Truth. It's going to be, I think, +2/+2. Oh boy. And we get a frog as well, which is nice. And the frogs can, as we know, the frogs can hop over the blockers for 6 damage. Yeah, they can only be blocked by creatures with final reach. Yeah. They did not invent a new keyword called hopping for this. They were careful not to give them, not for it to give them flying, because that would be a bit too powerful, I guess. I guess the idea is, the strategy here, take as much time as you possibly can in the dying minutes of the tournament, so that your opponents concede rather than play out the game, knowing that they've got a better chance of getting another opponent. I think it's a calculated move, this one. I'm sure people can dig up examples where I've taken far too long to thinking, but I don't understand what he's got to think about really at this point. But it's a shame. He doesn't realise how stubborn I am. I don't think we'll attack with Hidetsugu. I think we want to use his ability. We're jumping through for 12 damage next round, aren't we? With if he can't get a flying blocker or any removal, we've got lethal. But, I guess he can throw his life linkers at me. He might have his own Michiko's Reign of Truth. He'd get to 5/6, wouldn't he? Well, I do get slightly paranoid. I think, oh, maybe I'm on a list somewhere of people who take a bit too long and are a bit too slow with their turns, and there's some like organisation on the internet which is setting out to punish slow players and meet them in the queues and punish them by playing so slowly that they to just give them a taste of their own medicine. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I do feel quite self-conscious about how long I take on my turns sometimes, but I don't really see any justification for this guy. Real shame. Oh well. Can we get lethal next turn? He could attack with his guys. If I let them through, then I can attack with Hidetsugu. We'll see if he's got other blockers or removal cards. That's a blocker. It's got vigilance, and it makes blockers as well. Doesn't have flying though, does it? Pass to attackers. Yeah. Okay. And tap mana. Yeah. The turn might go a bit quicker because he's tapped out. He's going to transform, and we are going to target a frog you control. Cannot be blocked. Cannot be blocked. Okay. We're going to only do 8 damage. I just realised. Yeah, the moth isn't quite as impressive anymore, which is a shame. We don't want to attack on the ground. Okay, I'm going to play... Yeah, let's play the companion before combat. That does him a point of damage. And let's go into combat. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, and boom. Let's just see if we can get 3 damage off the top. Oh, 2 damage, so close. And so it's worth a shot, wasn't it? If I'd planned that better, I would not have cast a Spirited Companion. That was a mistake. Sack something like Satsuko. Make sure you've got a 3 mana on top, and then use it. Okay, he's going to attack everything. Fair enough. Right, Michiko kills that one, and I'm going to take some damage. Let's block that one. Yeah, let's take some damage. So he's going to get some. Oh, nice. Okay, he's dead. Right. He gets back up to 7 life. Nice. Boom. Ah, no, he concedes. He doesn't waste any more time conceding. Because maybe the tournament's over now. He's wasted enough time. So that was, we were on 28 minutes, and what should have been a very quick victory took a bit too long. But let's see how bad it was. Realise I've been very harsh on that guy. So we have got 12 minutes left for potentially 2 more games, so 2 6-minute games. I'm hoping actually it just matters for you've got 12 minutes to get into your final game. So hopefully this takes about 10 minutes, and we'll just be in the matchmaker for the final game, and it'll let us complete that game. That's what I'm hoping. No, I was pretty harsh on that guy just because it was tournament's just so low on time, and he just didn't seem to have anything to do. It did feel a bit like a deliberate thing. I don't think this is a very good hand. We'll keep 7. We do have a Commune the Spirits, but we've got both of our tap lands. Both of our tap lands. We've got 2 of our 3 tap. I think it's 4 tap lands, and that's an ominous start. Right, we can play a Coiling Stalker. Oh, Shigeki, lovely. Okay. What can we do with 3 mana? Not very much. Let's commune with the spirits and find something good. Oh, that's quite good. No black mana as of yet. And no attacks, there we go. Friendly the Moths plus Coiling Stalk is pretty good. He doesn't have any reach guys, so no locks. Okay, there's our swamp. Befriend the Moths. And yeah, we are fighting for our survival. We have to win this one. So I was thinking, oh, I could just concede this quickly because he's had a very good start. But then that is the end of the tournament for me. Oh, Historian's Wisdom on the Generous Visitor. Beautiful. Bit of it's like a bit of runes action. Gets a another card, and we're getting murdered very quickly. Right. Okay, we could do that. Let's play a forest. Let's. What do we want to tap? The. What do we want to tap? We're on 10 life. Harmonious Emergence on the plains. Do I have to block with both? I'm thinking, because I can make him a 5/6. Let's play fast and loose. Let's attack, put a token on this guy to make him a 5/6. That gives him a bit of a problem to solve. If he has removal, then he's on 9. He's got 9 damage coming in, so he just needs an enchantment. Removal plus an enchantment. Yeah. You can put down a swamp, put down Twisted Embrace, and that wins. Okay, Boundary Grove Archer. 6/5. He is not going to attack at all. Okay, because he just wants to overwhelm me. That's fair enough. Right. We have another blocker, and we can befriend the Moths on our Vigilance guy. Make him 6/7. Nice. That guy can block, by the way. But he's not going to block. Okay. Gloom Shrieker, can that do anything? I think it's based. This is going to be, if I don't lose quickly, this is going to be maybe a stalemate. So yeah, I don't see this completed in under 10 minutes, to be honest. But we'll just try and win. And at least we finish on yeah, on a decent score. Sort of, if we can win this, we'd finish on 6-2. He's blocking now. Okay. We're gonna get a spirited companion now. There's nothing we can bring back with the Gloom Shrieker yet. Oh, let's pop him out as well. That's nice. I could have attacked with the Imperial Moth. What am I doing? Silly me. Right. And that would be... That's 8 damage, by the way. He's got that guy back. Right. Yeah, these two... yeah, well, that's obviously going to block quite effectively the Imperial Moth brigade. Okay, companion. And does he have first strike? No. We're just... yeah, it's a bit of a risk, but let's do it. Good, he's gone. Right. He's got another one because it's legendary. I get it. Nice. Right. Yeah, good point. At least it's going to take a while to get as scary. That's the last one. Bamboo Grove Archer is a problem. So we can bring back... Why would you tap the land that I want to turn to a creature? Do that. Gloom Shrieker. Because it has no idea, I guess, is the answer. We're going to see how well this works. We want to put this on the plane, excuse me, on that plains with a token and see if it becomes a 5/6. It does. That's nice. We can't attack with a moth, and we'll end the turn now. Capitec. Okay, nice. Let's stalk it. Now, this guy's 5/6, and he can just kind of bulldoze his way into the enemy camp. I reckon he can just attack. In fact, I'm going to attack. Oh, I'm going to attack with 2 moths because I can push through 2 damage. Because he's got 1 reach. Shigeki, I can see, yeah, I can understand that. He's going to pop him in the graveyard because he's got a plan. Oh yeah, yeah, it's right there on his card. I forgot that he can just do that and maybe get a land. Here's a land, okay. And then he can bring stuff back. So, our Season of Renewal plan is not quite happening yet, but we could discard that. Seems excessive, but we can play planes and end the turn. crucial thing. That guy didn't die, so we get to have another moth attempt. Another bit of mothing is going to happen. But he's got a Shigeki to just bring loads of stuff back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can bring 3 things back if you tap when he taps out. Okay, he's doing that for 2 to get back his Season of Renewal. Yeah, he's got that. Oh, and he's got another reach creature. Fair enough. Good point. Right, resolve that. And yeah, we'll Season of Renewal as well. There we go. Bang, bang. That's the creature. Okay, my turn. Interesting. That's a nice one. So, right, I think we'll just try and put him under some pressure here. So, actually befriending the moths. And go on you. He does not have trample, so we put Majiko's Reign of Truth on the moth. Which should be pretty sizable, I would say. Yeah, 8, 10. Okay. And you could even do that again and put... yeah, if he could actually get through... It is very interesting. Yeah, I could make another flyer. I could make a flying Gloom Shrieker, which would get through, wouldn't it? So many possibilities. Right. Coiling Stalker. What about Coiling Stalker? Yeah. Activate that ability. Target a creature. Coiling Stalker. Yeah, okay. Did that put a lore counter on each saga? Yes, it did. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. I don't. Yeah. That seems good. Satsuki. So he's got a chomp with his 2 guys. And that guy gets through for 6. Yeah. Okay, wow, interesting. End the turn there, right. But we don't have anything spectacular for next turn. We've got, if you can deal with a moth, which you probably can, because you can Season of Renewal and get a blocker back. That said, I've got more creatures than he has now, and I just need to get 1 damage through. I've got 6. Can he come up with 2 more blockers? That gives him 2 cards. So, yeah. And I get 2 more creatures next turn as well, which is quite handy. I could just attack with my best creature. If it's looking like... If he gets 2 more blockers up, which he needs to do, then I'll just attack with the best creature, I guess. But that might become... Yeah, that's probably going to get 6 toughness, isn't it? Because something here... Yeah, he's an enchantment creature, so... Still, that's an interesting final game, isn't it? And there is that feeling. I've probably missed lethal somewhere, haven't I? He's on 1 health. I didn't read that. It is a put law counter on every Saga you control, which is turns out to be fantastic. He's got 6 mana to cast his stuff, so he can easily do that and get 2 blockers. Right, that's fair enough. He only needs 1 flying blocker as well. Neither of these get haste. Does he have any life gain? Well, he's gonna Shigeki for maybe 1. No, he has to play him as a blocker. That's right. That's getting counter past attackers. I'm feeling. Guess what? I've got haste. I've got menace. I don't think it works. I don't think he can. I think he needs 7 blockers. Haha, good old Gloom Shrieker, eh? Let's hope I've not completely miscalculated this. But you have to use 2 to block a menace creature. So you need 7 to block everything. Well, this is going to be quite embarrassing if it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he's got lifelink somewhere as well, that's pretty embarrassing. Okay, 6 attackers. Good game. Let's go. Try and block everything. Yeah. Okay, we did it. I think that's going to be a 6 and 2, isn't it? It's going to say the event is over. That's my fault. I started too late. I took too long of my turns. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm very satisfied with the deck. Got some Hidetsugu action going. And the start of that game did not look very promising at all, did it? I had... Okay. Oh, did it just... Yeah, it has reset. It has reset. I hope I got my winnings. Yeah, I think I had... That should be... For 6 wins, you should get like 650. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, well, let's check if we've got 1 or 2 packs. We've got 1 pack. Okay, I'm still opening packs. I know there's a strategy where you just hoard your packs and then you open them when you've got within, let's say you might have 30 packs that you've hoarded, and the idea is you're just drafting and drafting because you're getting completely random rares in drafting. There's no copy protection, no 5th copy protection in drafting, so you get a source of rares from doing quick drafts, and then when you've got your 30 things built up, then and you're only 30 away, obviously, from completing the sets. That is when you open it, because you're absolutely guaranteed to get every last rare. I am not quite disciplined enough to do that yet, but I'll have to keep count now of my how many more rares I need for the set. But I don't think I'm even halfway. I don't think I'm even a third of the way yet. Oh, sealed Ravnica mixer. Well, that's interesting. Let's have a look at that. Okay, yep. 12,000 or 2,000 gems. Interesting. Yep. Nice. So you do get to see the historic sets, historic events turn up on the queue from time to time. Anyway, well, I've made history today. That's my first ever 6 wins and 2 losses result in draft. Because yeah, I started a bit too late and the games took a bit too long. So anyway, that was fun. We got to see Hidetsugu devouring chaos in all its glory and actually do some stuff in games. So that was pretty awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching.